I was at the Beast of the East, which is a tournament in Delaware. This kid and I came down the mat and I landed on my shoulder. He landed on top of me and it's just the pressure just broke my collarbone. I felt the snap and I just instantly just rolled my back and was in pain. Our trainer from the school, Alfonso DeSanto, he was there and they recommended me come back, go to coordinated health.
So Andrew presented to me literally 3 days after fracturing or breaking the midpoint of his clavicle. He's a phenomenal wrestler, wrestling for Nazareth High School, who was the eventual state champions this year. The options for this fracture were to treat it conservatively or non-operatively, which would include probably about 5 to 6 weeks in a sling and probably a 10-week recovery to wrestling. I gave him the option of a surgical procedure where I thought we could get him back in time for districts, which was 6 weeks away.
Took the surgical route. I was just worried about getting back into wrestling because I wanted to be back for postseason.
Made a small incision about this big. We laid a little plate on it to put the fracture bone back together perfectly, and that allowed him an aggressive rehab program.
Staying in shape throughout my recovery was very important, so I just stayed active and constantly moving. During physical therapy, we just did a lot of stretching and a little bit of muscle recovery. I met my expectations for my recovery earlier than I thought. I was back at 5.5 weeks instead of 6, so I was able to wrestle district duels with the team. He's a great doctor. He tried to get me back as soon as possible without rushing and coming back and getting injured again.
Phenomenal kid with an incredible work ethic. I hope not to see him in the office, but I know that I'll see him back on the podium for a state gold medal.
Advice for other athletes would be just staying positive and working hard, doing physical therapy, and just trying to get back to your sport or competition as quick as you can.